My poor papa's rose. This is what happens when you have too much rain. Although this one doesn't get rained on. I gave it some rainwater a couple of weeks ago. And now look at it. It's got all this. The wind. Okay. I'll put you here to sun up. And also wind up. I'll put my dead kitten back on. So it'll be nice and quiet. Good morning, my lovelies, in this very, very, very windy day here in Canberra, Australia. We are going to not do anything in the garden today again because I can't work if it's windy. Oh, my Portulaca oleracea is coming back to life and lost a lot of its leaves. Now, finally, Ioniums are waking up. They're finally opening up. See, it took a while before they go peekaboo. Most of the time, they would just close off. And this is what I'm worried about now. Oh, look at that gorgeous. Oh, that wind. Well, it's forecast. Snow. Oh my goodness. Snow in the mountain. Look at the bamboo. So sideways. See how windy that is? You got no idea how windy it is. Like, even out on the camera I can see it, but it's like, it's not really that windy, but it is. See, imagine standing in between here, those shrubbery, and you get whack from the back and whack from the front. That's why I thought I'd just give you a windy update of what's happening in my garden. And my plants are calling out for me to say, please repot us. But I need to find space to put them in first. I finally got an empty spot to sit on. And, oh look, what do I see? All pretties. I have to clean up again. All I could see is a little bit of thing out of place, and oh my goodness, I am surrounded by beauty. Look at this, but they're all temporary, so I have to move them somewhere. I don't know where to look. I bought a new Echeverria Hoveryear, Saniyear, or something like that. Anyway, this is a new one I bought recently. When I say recently, about 3 weeks ago. And it's nice and plump now because it was all wrinkly when I got it. Because my old one, I've already given away a few here and there. And this is what's left of my Hoveryear. Even my, what do you call this one here? Belladonna got affected by fungus. We had fungus, and that one, I didn't even spray that one with anything. I just left it because I just want to see how long before it dies. And it did not. See, look, it all cracked up and dried up. And there's still, from those leaves there, you can see that they're sort of growing out of it. And the new growth are nice and healthy for both of them. So I do believe that if you leave them alone, they will recover. Well, for me, I have so many plants. Well, I started with just one plant basically, and then propagate and propagate and propagate, so you can afford to neglect a lot of them or put them through the ringer. That means experiment on them. Or else you only have one precious plant, say for example, then you can't do anything with it. Like this one. This is the only Anacampseros rufescens variegata that I have, because the other one, I got a few of the sunrise now, but this one is the only one which is nice and plump. So I still believe this is actually defense. So they are different from the other one. This is rufescens, and the other one is a Telepheiastrum. I can't help it. Hang on. It's a good thing I carry my forceps with me everywhere. No, I don't. I just thought I'm gonna have coffee. I might as well take my forceps. So what do I actually see when I'm sitting here? Well, at the moment, I'm gonna move my camera around. I got my coffee over there. I got my feet here. Look, sitting down, and these are recent plant holes that I've got that aren't so colorful. I got them from different places, so I can't tell you exactly which is what. Well, I can, but we're not here to... That takes up so much time writing it down and everything. But anyway, oh, I just saw this one. Hang on. And guess what? My bin is over there. Okay, I have a permanent... See if I can reach. Oh, no, I can't. Just went on the edge. Permanent bin on every section. So I've got one here, and I'll go walk around. Let's walk like an idiot. Okay, so I got another one here, and I have one over there, and then I have one on the left-hand side over there, and then I think I forgot to return another one near my back there. But anyway, so it's good to have little sections. Oh, this looks so lovely in here now, even though it's all crowded, overcrowded. I would say overcrowded if you can still walk in it. That's not overcrowded. And this one, this Ionium, I bought this recently, and when I bought it, I'm gonna show you what it looks like before and now after. I chop it all up. Hang on. I chop it all up, and I don't know if I could turn this around without dropping it. You can see, can you see the babies? Oh, look at all the babies. That just grew from the last 3 weeks since I chopped it up. So when I bought it, straight away, I potted it up and I chopped it up, gave it lots of water. And these ones now, they're all rooting. So they're rooting really, really fast now because of the weather. We have lots of rain. And this is pink witch. Now I'll show you my pretty pink witch. So I'd say this is the ugly sister, and this one here is the pretty one. Can you tell the difference? Which one would you prefer? So I think I would prefer this one on the right, but this one now, I think it will color up like this once I expose that to the sun. Isn't that gorgeous? Look. So, oh, isn't that pretty? Beautiful. Anyway, I spent a few hours yesterday clearing this area because up to yesterday morning I couldn't even walk in here. I can't like physically see. I can step in here and walk around at least now, whereas yesterday I could not walk around in this area. Swati, if you're watching I'm sure you are. This area here is 3x6, so multiply that, so that's the area I have for thousands. So okay, if I spin around here, okay, just think there's also a top, middle section, and the bottom. The bottom is actually sort of neglected. All of those in the bottom there that you see there are all propagation, and then the other ones there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pots there has suffered the frosts from winter. I put them there so I can keep an eye on them and see the progress to see what's going on. Let's take a 360 view of this area. Okay, so it goes up and down still. I can't really. So I've got rocks. These are all petrified wood, by the way, and petrified wood in that white tub over there. And then this yellow box here that's full of agates and more rocks over there. And I got more rocks everywhere anyway. I got rocks in my head, I know. But anyway, look, all plants hanging up. So I still plan to hang up a few more along this ridge line there, hang up a few more. You will see later on anyway, but I just have to know exactly the plants I'm gonna hang up in there. So in here I still got more succulents there, and then I'm gonna slowly, where the lemon is, one lemon, I actually need, I'm out of lemon, so I have to go get lemon. More over there, like walkway to there. If I count that area there, so about 8x3. So 8 meters by 3 meters, that's the area that I have here. And of course, up the top, so shelves. So a 1, 2, a 3, a 4, and more space there. I just emptied it out because I took it upstairs. Now I still need to repot these ones here so I can make more room here to put essential plants that's in here. So 360 views. Of course, you've got the fence, which I haven't attended to for a while. I don't know what happened to them during winter, but I have to go see what plants have survived over there. And of course, you got my coffee now and my pink witch, and we are back to the start. But while we're back to the start, look, these are permanent fixtures that are here. Plants are missing a pot there because my aloe died. So that was there before, and look, more aloe, dead aloe. See how the hollowing in the center? It would probably have a lot to do with those caterpillars that we've been getting this year. But this one now, I need to put this beautiful thing in the garden, and so that's what's poking me. I got this long stick, the flower stalk, that was poking me a while ago. This aloe piranha here, it's been a long time. How old are you? I think 2017 is when I got you, so you're an old woman or man, doesn't matter. No gender here, just beautiful plants. Now, look, it's rotting. It's rotting. I've got, what are you? Are you Manda? What are you? It is Manda. Manda. Now, I have to clean that up. So we're going to clean this up, but before I do that, I'm going to have coffee. This is my second coffee I made. So my first cup of coffee, I was drinking it halfway, and it was actually a really, really nice cup of coffee. I made it really good. Sometimes I just fluke it. It was so nice, and I was so enjoying it. Hang on, can you see me? I'm trying to reach at the back here because this one, although it's good, how about I just chop this off? Hang on. Manda is flowering. We don't really want to do the flowers of this plant. Oh, look, there's another plant here, and normally I collect the leaves like this when they're growing, but we are going to, look, it's already bent, so take that off, and there you go, break that off, and maybe hopefully this will straighten out. I've got a drone flying above, making this drone noise going. Hang on, I just wave at the drone. Hang on, I lost my, anyway, this noise trying to, because I think I got a shade cloth. They're wondering if I'm growing some special plant in here, which I am. I'm growing some succulents. And, oops, it's behind my ears now, are you? Peculiar. I bet you they're just curious to see what's happening in here. They're probably thinking I'm having more fun here. So anyway, I'll pull the weeds here. So, did I finish my coffee story? So it was a really nice coffee, and I have to make another one because I went out here and I was enjoying the plant and checking my fungus gnat trap, and what do you know? One fungus gnat decided to dive into my coffee because he's saying, oh, that looks like she's enjoying it. I want to try it too. So anyway, okay, there's a couple more in here, but I think I better do that later on. So with these ones, I think that one, I'm going to leave it to grow and see if I could harvest some leaves to propagate. Okay, so now I think the drone's back. I can hear some whistling noise behind me. We'll probably, it's right above. Now this one, I'll be chopping you off. How about chop you off? I think I'll just chop them off, but I'll do that later on because this is very difficult, talking and chopping off, because I can't think. Well, have you find that people who actually just talk a lot, talk fast? Well, this is my theory. I said to my husband, the reason why I talk a lot is because so you know that I'm not thinking of bad things to do. Because when the mouth is idle, the mind goes somewhere else, and you start thinking of naughty things like buying more succulents, or should I go out and look for more pots? What other things can I put in the garden? So it has become like an obsession, isn't it? No, it's a diversion. It's a diversion. So it's no different than someone fishing. My husband and I also goes fishing. Hang on, so many. Okay, I'm already cleaning up, but I think I better leave that because you're not really interested in that cleaning. I saw another bad thing happening here. So if you look at that, that's actually rotting from the top. So how I deal with this is, first of all, what are you? This is Poldensis Kevin. And the flowers we don't need. There you go, we remove the flowers and the flower stalk, and then that one, I'm not sure whether it's a baby or a flower, but that's already sort of dead. See, you can see the bottom, that's got fungus, but we leave it just in case, give it chance to survive on its own. But anyway, we do some operation here. Look at that. So when you get to something like this, straight away remove all the offending, rotting things. This is only newly bought, so it's trying to adjust. So I can see down in the bottom here that's still nice and red. It's not black. So there's hope. If we remove this offending things and we shake it off, so normally what I'm going to do with this is take the heads off. So I think I better take that inside and chop the head off, remove that, and then also harvest a lot of the leaves here, and that's the best way to propagate. So you can see also from, see, I could just remove it. See, from the bottom there's all the dry leaves from when I got it. So this is a newly acquired plant from Let Love Grow, and it's quite a big plant. And I do love it, but I haven't exposed it to the sun. I'm just trying to grow it here. And also, I'm gonna take that inside, okay? Monanthes polyphylla. Look at this beautiful thing here. It's gorgeous, it's so cute, isn't it? Like, it's such a cute plant. They're not very expensive, they're quite cheap. And I can see a bee hovering around. Okay, so this is the reason why I don't like spraying all that nasty Confidor, out the door, anything that's got a bad door. Because of the bees, they're gonna die. There's a systemic one, but that gets taken up by the plant and into the whole plant itself. The saying of you are what you eat, I believe that goes through with plants as well. It will go through the leaves and your every being. So if you eat rubbish food, you are going to be rubbish. If you eat healthy food and clean food and fresh food, you're always going to be fresh and sunny side up and happy like I am. So I do eat bad food, but the amount of bad food that I eat is nothing. This is also a cute one, Monanthes polyphylla, but this is given to me by a friend of mine. Only a tiny little bit of plant, I said. She was going to give me the whole plant. Thank you, Tanu. It's still alive. I haven't killed it yet. It's growing. This is, I think, I do believe, I don't know whether they're the same form. I think there's a different form to it. So there's a variation. And there's also another, this variation looks like a recent one that I've seen from this lady who was growing it, and it was just, okay, I'm inserting the photo. Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that amazing? But anyway, so I'm hoping that that will thicken up and grow and to be like that one. So this area, I have a lot of newly acquired plants here now that I put together. So this one is actually the sensitive to frost boll, because all of this plant, apart from the sedum here, which is unknown identity, it's just a sedum sp, the coconut ice, this Mexican firecracker. What else did I put? That's all I've got in there. Letitia as well. I've got a Letitia in there. They all can't handle the frost. So I put it here so that I can easily put it away in a warmer place, safer place, away from the frost. This one here is, I've got Prunellas. That one is Alba Beauty. This one is Bene Musomi, slightly monstrous, slightly variegated green form. And this one, what are you? I thought I bought a Frank Reynolds. As it turned out, I actually clicked Victoretta, so my brain is not working properly. And the one and in the center there's Bini Uhiku, which I really love because that plant is just beautiful. And look, two of them, planted them together. This one can handle the frost, so I can even put it up the top here exposed to the frost and there'd be no problem once it's acclimatized. So at the moment they're all growing here in my 50% UV shade cloth area. And Kiamatu Haru, I've got it in this beautiful pot, was just saying 2 ticks. We're giving it 2 tick of approval. and in this beautiful pot. And I also forgot to show you the other ones. Oh, is that Yamato Haru? I forgot now. Never mind, they all have labels in them. Also, this is like an update of my Whimsy. Okay, the other one is, what are you? Something, Nana Hukumini. Look at the beautiful pot I planted it in. Is that gorgeous? Hey? Anyway, so this is my Whimsy at the moment. The Whimsy, I find they don't like too much water. So they're not coloring up as much as I'd like them to be. I planted them here, hang on. So this is my original pot of Whimsies already. So this one now, can you see that beautiful kalanchoe there? I only bought it because of the flower, and before it loses its color, its beauty, there's new ones growing in the bottom, by the way. So this one I'm gonna protect it as well, put it in the it's not frost hardy, so I have to take that in. Oh my goodness, that wind. Okay, it's Harrow wind. Anyway, this one's now, I like to compare it with the Supreme. So they do have a different look. The Supreme right now is more colorful. This is actually Pachytoides, sorry. This is Pachyveria pachytoides on the right, and this is the Whimsy on the left. So it's similar, but kind of different. So, and also the Supreme at the top. So they all look very, very similar. I still have another plant called the Lady Grey, and which I thought kind of looked like the Whimsy, but there's still that slight differences. So what happens with all this hybridization, a lot of the plants starting to look like each other. Very similar to each other, and eventually we'll come to a stage wherein we'll only have about, say, 10 groups of plants, and because the rest of them look similar to each other, that they are going to be placed in just one group. Just trying to look for what else did I put away somewhere that I haven't shown you. I think I've shown you these ones, but I put some up the top here that I can't see. But look at that, gorgeous, isn't it? That was from a gift from Let Love Grow. How about we have a look here? What do I have here? More pretty plants. And that one is, this is an Agavoides hybrid, which is so beautiful. Look, it looks like it's got silk variegation as well. So look at that, beautiful plant. It's like Macabina or something, but it's a hybrid. And check out this house. Oh, I love my house, my little teacup or teapot. Sedum, Alice Evans, is that what your name is? Can't remember now. And also I'll show you this one. I beheaded my Fred Ives variegata, and look how many babies I got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, about 10. I counted from the other side as well. And this sedum, Major, you are majorly beautiful, aren't you? Anyway guys, that's all I've got for this video. I'm gonna bid you adieu, 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 and I'll show you. I'm gonna go on the other side. These are all my freebies from Greenland Gardens. How about I take it out so you can see it? I found this rectangular pot with no holes. And of course, what do? Hang on. I put some holes in it. Oh my goodness, that is heavy. Anyway, guys, okay, look. There's a variegated plant. I don't know what you are, but, kissing. It's a variegated kissing. So it's kissing my heart and all the different ones. And that one's got a couple of leaves sort of rotting. It's because it's got a baby. Anyway, guys, that's all I've got for you. I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye for now. My Frizzle Sizzle has got a big kissel. Look how gorgeous that Frizzle Sizzle is. Is that a flower again? Yes, it's flowering. It's about to flower again.